everyone, it's me the Nerdy here. Welcome back to another trailer breakdown. This one we have Avengers Infinity War trailer number 2 that was released, and I decided to come down, rewatch it. I've already watched it like 17,000 times, but now I'm going to do a little breakdown of what I've noticed in it. I'm sure there's a bajillion breakdowns on the internet, but I just figured I'd give my thoughts after looking through all the little footage that they released. So let's get started right away. Alright, so our first shot here is of New York City. Some people say it's metaphorical regarding the world about to be turned upside down. But what I noticed right away is you can look over in the background, you see a little white dot coming this way. That, I believe, is Bruce Banner coming back to Earth as he's crashing down as Hulk. Some people think it's the giant Q ship, as it's being called. You'll see later in the trailer. But I believe that is Banner on his way back to Earth.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal: to wipe out half the universe.
Alright, so I'm going to stop it right here, because here we have a shot of the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is where our friend Doctor Strange lives. And we have, again, the asteroid coming this way. As shown in the previous trailer, it shows that Bruce Banner does crash land in the Sanctum Sanctorum. So this is him on his way there.
If he gets all the Infinity Stones.
I'm stopping it right here because this is Thanos, obviously, dropping the Space Stone that is inside the Tesseract that you'll see later in the trailer. He's putting the stone in his Infinity Gauntlet. What I want to point out is that you actually look closely, you can see that he already has on the Power Stone, which means he's already visited Xandar.
He can do it with the snap of his fingers.
And obviously right there, Gamora snapping her fingers, saying that he can wipe out half the universe with the snap of his fingers, is a reference to the Infinity Gauntlet comic storyline where Thanos gets all the stones, and in an effort to impress Death that he is in love with, he does just that. He snaps his fingers and half the universe gets wiped out.
Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
Quick edit right there. The trailer makes it look like Tony's talking to Gamora, but really Gamora is on the Milano, while Tony is most likely speaking to Bruce. Again, a shot of Thanos taking off the armor he's wearing, and you look, he's wearing the glove again with the Power Stone already inside of it. And I believe, again, this is going to be inside Korg's ship that we saw at the end of Thor Ragnarok. Something I want to point out about this whole issue with Spider-Man putting on his mask in broad daylight when there's traffic and everything around them. We saw in the last trailer that there's a bunch of kids on the school bus, and why is he jumping out and putting the mask on? Well, if I had to guess, why the kids don't notice Peter jumping out is because they're all looking at the giant Q ship, so he just jumps out the other window. And that's why I believe when you see the next shot, he jumps from the other side of the bridge and swings towards the Q ship. So he's on his way towards New York City with this swing, which makes me to believe that he jumped out of the left side of the bus while everyone's looking out the right side.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us.
Now this was an amazing shot of the bleeding edge nanotech armor suit creating an extra rocket booster that projects Iron Man towards the Q ship, which we believe is where Spider-Man is now stuck on top of as it is flying away.
We have what Thanos wants.
And just like in the last trailer, if we back up a second, see the hole in the staircase where Bruce Banner landed into the Sanctum Sanctorum.
So that's what we use.
Alright, here we have a lot of people showing up. So obviously Cap, Scarlet Witch, Bruce Banner, Vision, Black Widow, Falcon, and War Machine are all walking out of the Quinjet and arriving at Wakanda to be greeted by the Dora Milaje and Black Panther himself. We pause this shot right here. You see Vision is on the table, and we have fan favorite Shuri looking over him and studying the Infinity Stone that is on his forehead. Here we have a shot of the Guardians of the Galaxy coming out of the Milano, and if you look around this area, it looks very familiar because they are back at Nowhere, where the Collector is. And Collector is known for having the Ether, the Reality Stone. Here it looks like they're on their way back, and there was a leaked clip of Thanos interrogating the Collector, so that's something that we'll be seeing in this scene as well.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
So that was obviously a really funny moment between all the cast. You see Iron Man, Spider-Man with the some of the Guardians of the Galaxy members. What I want to point out here, though, is we are back on the planet Titan, as it was revealed to be, which is the homeworld of the Mad Titan himself, Thanos.
is near.
well, we got to see a lot of shots of characters going into battle. Here we have one of the teams, because everyone seems to be splitting off into like 2 to 3 teams going on here. But we have Teenage Groot, Rocket, and Thor as they went to this, I'm assuming it's like a space forge where Thor is wielding, or he's building a new weapon. Some people are specifically pointing out that Thor seems to be holding something in this shot, but it is CGI'd out, which is something that Marvel is known for doing in their trailers, having a full shot of something and then they CGI certain characters out, or in Thor Ragnarok is his eye patch or his missing eye. They actually CGI'd out and made it look like he has an eye in the trailers, but in the movie he does not. Here we have the same issue. He appears to be holding nothing in the trailer, but he most likely will be holding his new Stormbreaker axe.
When I'm done, half of humanity will still...
So it looks like we're going to be getting some backstory here regarding Thanos invading Gamora's homeworld and taking her and killing the rest of her race. And we get to see the Chitauri army is back again, making another appearance.
exist.
This, I believe, will be in the first act of the film. It is Thanos coming to Korg's ship, killing everybody, or mostly everybody. Hopefully Korg doesn't die.
My name is Korg. I'm kind of like the leader in here.
Looks like he's about to kill Thor, but most likely he will end up throwing him into space, as it was shown in the leaked trailer where Thor lands on the Milano.
Who the hell are you guys?
Or the crew of the Guardians, and take him in. But this will also be the shot where you get to see Loki with the Black Order. And we have the characters Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, Ebony Maw, and he was called Black Dwarf, but now he's called Cull Obsidian. As you see, Proxima Midnight is holding a spear to Loki's head. Does not look like the welcome party that he was hoping to get. And like I suggested before in many different posts I've made in reference to a lot of different things, I believe Loki right here, right in the first act of the film, Loki will die. He will be killed by Thanos or by one of the members of the Black Order after turning over the Tesseract, and most likely to save his brother maybe. We will have to see the film to find out.
Perfectly balanced. As all things should be.
I want to point out that, one, we have Doctor Strange facing off against, I am for sure to be Ebony Maw, and the reason why I don't 100% believe it could be, but most likely it will be, is because of the next shot. Here we have Doctor Strange facing off against Ebony Maw, and it looks like he is not doing so well. He does not wear the cape though, and I believe this is... It's hard for me to place when in the movie this will take place. I don't believe this is the first act. Most likely because of just its surroundings, it looks like it's more like he's already in space with them, and that's usually to around the second act. We have to find out, but it looks like he is not faring too well. Now, if you notice this shot of Ebony Maw that's cut with Doctor Strange screaming, even though I believe that he is facing Ebony Maw when he does that scream, I don't believe this shot is what you're going to see next to it. I believe this takes place in the first act of the film, when he's with Thor and the rest of the Black Order and Loki on Korg's ship. I believe him fighting Doctor Strange will be later in the second act of the film. So here we have the Outriders taking down the Hulkbuster, and this would probably be right before Hulk actually busts out of it, because as it's widely believed, and as I said in the first breakdown I ever did, and I said this before I read any news, I just blurted out and said that I believe it's going to be Banner inside the Hulkbuster suit and not Tony. And now everyone in news sites and everybody's rumoring about it, suggesting it is, and toys are coming out suggesting that it's going to be Banner inside of it. So I believe I was right, and now we get to see that the Hulkbuster is being taken down by the Outriders, which means Bruce Banner is going to either have to Hulk out or he's dead. Because I don't know why he hasn't been able to Hulk out so far in the film, but he will soon.
I hope they remember you.
This shot right here looks like Tony is not faring too well. His bleeding edge nanotech armor is all broken apart. So things are just not looking too good right now. Now this amazing shot of Captain America holding off Thanos is jaw-dropping for sure. Some things to note about this though. Like I've said before, you can only see 2 stones in this glove, and it's already known that the third act of the film will be the Wakanda battle. So this is already at the end of the film when all the battles are going on, and he only still has 2 stones. So either one, he will get all the stones right at the end of the film, which would make sense if you want to, because if he has all the stones in the middle of the film, then what's the point of anything else? He's gonna win. So it's possible that he does not get all the stones until the end of the film, or he doesn't get them at all, which would kind of be a letdown, all that build up, and we never get to see what the stones will be like. But there's also the possibility that they're going to be what is being called Thor's Eye. It is with the term now, even though they've been doing it before Ragnarok, but they're CGIing all the stones, or at least the majority of the stones that are on the glove at the moment, so that people don't think this is the end of the film or whatever. As well, something to note, how can Captain America hold off Thanos with all his strength and also with the Infinity Glove in his hand? How can Captain America hold him off? Well, some people are noting that Captain America's eyes seem to have a little bit of yellow in their eye, as if maybe he right now is wielding the Soul Stone, which is believed to be the most powerful of all the stones. He might be wielding it at that moment, so that might be why he's able to hold off Thanos. And that's the end of the breakdown, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, you can like, comment, subscribe, and rate the channel. And as always, guys, remember, keep it nerdy.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
Also, something to note, looks like a moon was thrown at the planet Titan, just like it was in that leaked trailer and in that official image that was released. And it looks like Spider-Man's just swinging along, trying not to die.